Welcome back to Top Repairs. How do you know you got a bad flex plate for an automatic transmission or a bad starter? And of course, if you have a manual transmission, it is going to come with a flywheel. Let's start with the starter since it is the easiest one to diagnose. When that starter is starting to fail, it is going to have a hard time cranking the engine. And if you notice that it takes a few attempts for that engine to crank and to turn over, that's how you know you're going to have a bad starter. And when a starter is failing or it already failed already, and when you're trying to start the vehicle, you're going to hear a loud clicking sound. Of course, you need to make sure that the battery is in good condition and it is supplying enough power to the starter. And of course, if you're trying to start your vehicle and you don't hear any noise at all and the starter is not cranking the engine, then you might have a bad starter. Well, of course, there's a lot of other possible parts that can cause this issue as well, such as a bad ignition switch, a bad starter relay. You might have a connection issue, and so on. Since majority of the vehicle on the road are automatics, I'm going to use the Flexplate as an example. So now, how do you know if you got a bad Flexplate or a bad starter? First, let's start with noise. If you hear a grinding noise at startup, it means that either the starter gear is worn on the starter or the ring gear on the Flexplate are worn. If you replace that starter a few times and it's still making a grinding noise, then most likely the problem is going to be caused by a worn ring gear on the Flexplate. When the ring gear is worn, the starter gear cannot make a proper contact on the ring gear and it is going to keep slipping, and that is why you're hearing a grinding noise at startup. So make sure to replace that ring gear or flywheel. If the ring gear on the flywheel or flex plates are extremely worn, the starter gear may not even make contact at all on the ring gear, and you're going to hear a flaring noise. For example, you're going to hear this noise at startup. So that's how you know the starter gear is not making contact with the flywheel or flex plate. Before dropping your transmission and changing the flywheel or flex plate, I recommend removing the starter and use a flashlight and inspect the ring gear on the flywheel or flex plate, and make sure to turn the crankshaft. When turning the crankshaft, you can see the ring gear on it, and if the ring gears look worn, then you have to remove the transmission and replace that flywheel or flex plate. Before dropping the transmission to change that flex plate or flywheel, I suggest diagnosing the flex plate or flywheel by listening to sounds. If you hear a chattering noise or rattling noise when driving and it's coming from the bell housing area, and if that noise starts to increase as vehicle speed increases, then that's how you know you might actually have a bad flywheel or flex plate. The reason why you're hearing chattering noise or rattling noise is because most likely the flex plate or flywheel, it is going to be cracked, or maybe it is broken, or maybe there's piece missing from the flywheel or flex plate. One thing I like to do is that when that starter is out, I like to grab the flex plate or flywheel and I try to wobble it. If that flex plate or flywheel start to wobble, and that's how you know either the bolts are becoming loose, or maybe the flywheel or flex plate is extremely cracked and you're able to wobble it. I hope you found that lesson useful. As always, thank you for watching and subscribe to Top 5 Auto Repairs.